Okay, so I figured I'm gonna end Dis-Cember. This is the last Dis-Cember video I'm gonna do. I didn't get to actually cover any of the Disney Channel original movies for like reviews and stuff, and I was going to. I did some in this past February in Birth Month, but I didn't actually get to do some during December, which I wanted to do. But instead, I thought I'm gonna give you my top 20. That's 20 favorite Disney Channel original movies. Now, I only have 5 physical media versions. The rest, either I don't own or they haven't released on physical media. So these are my choice. Couple are going to be low on the list and be like, well, what's in there? But, just, shut up. Okay? So number 20 is a recent Disney Channel movie, and that is Zombies. I really like this movie. My son and I watched this together. Story is that Seabrook Power, that's where they live, Seabrook, their power station has an accident when some lime soda mixed with something else, find out about that in the sequel, it creates zombies. Now, years and decades later, they have Z-bands, which allow the zombies to be almost normal. Now, this is about integrating them into normal society, and it's a musical, and there's zombies, and there's a girl with white hair that she doesn't know how it's white hair, and we're gonna find out in the third one, hopefully. And I think it's very good. The second one's not bad either, but where it gets on the bottom of this list, the very bottom, is that a lot of the ones in my top 10 are older ones that I grew up with. So a lot more recent ones will probably be in the bottom 10. So there's that. Number 19 is Camp Rock. Well, I prefer the second one, thanks to Axel Turner. This one is fun. It's not your conventional musical, as the music they play in this is like they're performing it not as a musical, but like for people. It's really cool. It's got the Jonas Brothers in it, and they were hot shit for about a minute. And yeah, Demi Lovato, who's hot shit now. But yeah, it's pretty good. Like I said, it's bottom because High School Musical 2. I didn't explain what that one's about, but this one, tough jock, smart girl. They both like to sing. Tears the whole school apart. This is an essential Disney Channel original movie. The weird thing was, High School Musical came out the year I graduated. January of that year. So, yeah, it's really weird. But yeah, fun. Next, number 17 is Minutemen. 3 time-traveling high schoolers try to, fix things, make sure things are, don't go bad for people. It leads to certain problems. And eventually, a giant wormhole. It's fun. It's got Jason Dolly from Corey in the House. Luke Benward, who would be in other things. That kid from Sky High who could glow, but only when no one's looking or something like that. I don't know. It's really good. I think it's really good. Number 16 is Stuck in the Suburbs. This one has the story of 2 teenage girls who accidentally get their phone swapped with the phone of a singing star, and they sort of mess around with the manager. But what they do is they end up helping this singer go the way he wants to go. He's been pushed by this record label to do what they want, and now he's going to do what he wants. The girls make him cut his hair, which he didn't like the long hair anyway. His songs become more personal, and it works out better for him. Number 15 is Get a Clue. And yes, this is Lindsay Lohan, but this is like a spy thriller for kids about a missing teacher, and the students decide to try to find him, and they use their mystery-solving ideas. This is actually a really good one for being Lindsay Lohan, which I don't really care for anymore, but yeah. Number 14 is You Wish. You Wish is the story of A.J. Troth, who is from Even Stevens. He has a little brother played by Spencer Breslin, and he makes a wish on this coin that's given to his brother. His brother gets to him. He makes a wish that he never had a little brother. So now Stevie, his little brother, is now a famous child actor, not related to him, which is weird because you usually go around, oh, I wish he was never born or whatever, and he's just not there. But he's there, but it's not him. And he realizes his whole entire world is way different than it's supposed to be. And, you know, it's one of those things where he has to come to the conclusion he was better off, you know, when it was his brother. Number 13 is Under Wraps. The very first Disney Channel original movie is still one of the better ones. Under Wraps tells the story of a mummy being delivered to a neighbor's house with this kid, and he and his two friends decide to check it out. They find that the mummy is alive, and antics ensue. It's a fun little romp. For the first Disney Channel original movie, I think it was pretty good. You know, not bad. Number 12 is Jet Jackson, a movie based on a TV show of the same name. If you don't know, the show is essentially about Jet Jackson, a TV star who moves the production of his TV show Silverstone back to his home of Williston, North Carolina. And here, the story is about two different realities, where Silverstone gets shoved into the real world and Jet Jackson gets shoved into the Silverstone world. It's pretty cool. I already did a review on it, I believe. It's a really fun film. Number 11 is The Luck of the Irish. This I try to watch every Ireland Day. I almost said St. Patrick's Day. It's about a kid named Kyle, played by Ryan Merriman, who has this special, you know, lucky coin. And he's the luckiest person in the world. And one day, while he's at a festival, it gets stolen. And he comes to realize that his mother is a leprechaun, his dad married her, and they ran away from Cleveland and from everything, and he's half leprechaun. And then he's got his granddaughter, who is also a leprechaun. But they find out that the coin was stolen by Seamus McTiernan, who is a fair Derek leprechaun, evil leprechaun, played by Timothy Munson. And it's to try to get it back and stuff. It's a fun film. It really is. Now we're in the top 10, folks. Number 10 is Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. This one, I struggled. I'm like, this has to be in my top 10. It's a story of it's basically a High School Musical, sort of. Jock wants to do something else. No one else sees him as anything other than a jock. Eddie really likes to cook. He makes Eddie dogs for he and his friends. But he really, you know, his dad wants him to be a baseball player, play for his high school team. But then this cook-off comes up, and he wants to participate in that. And it's not only a journey for Eddie, but also his dad to come to realization that it's not all about baseball for Eddie. It's a really fun film. It's a really heartwarming film in the end when they come together. It's really cool. Number 9 is The Other Me, and it's weird because the guy who plays the dad in Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off also plays the dad in this. But this one is about a kid whose name escapes me, but he's played by Andy Lawrence, and he is looking for a quick, easy science project. So he gets these sea monkeys. What he doesn't know is the sea monkeys are contaminated with this weird cloning formula, and when he mixes a hairbrush in there with his hair in it, he creates a clone. It's a fun little thing where he, you know, say, oh, I have a clone, he's going to school, I'm staying home. But then the clone gets more popular, so he gets jealous, he goes to school, but nothing's the way it was. Everything's different, and then eventually they learn to, you know, work together. And yeah, it's a fun movie, funny little things where Tui, as he's called, doesn't understand normal things. It's fun, it's funny. Number 8 is 'Twas the Night, and this is, I'm sorry I couldn't get to reviewing it this year. Maybe some other time, but it's about a man named Nick who is a cheapskate and a liar and a thief. And one Christmas, he finds out that Santa Claus is real, and he and his nephew has an idea to go around the world and deliver presents for Santa because he got knocked unconscious. Well, Nick decides he's going to make some quick money off of this to pay off his debts. But, of course, it's a Disney Channel movie. He learns a lesson. Bryan Cranston is in it, and he does a great job. It's a fantastic film. Number 7 is You Lucky Dog, and it stars Kirk Cameron before he became all religious. And Kirk Cameron plays this guy who, when he was younger, he used to be able to speak to dogs. But now, that's gone away, except for now, he's met a new dog whose owner just died, and the dog inherited everything. So now, Jack, that's the character's name, has to be responsible for the dog. And it's shenanigans, while also trying to thwart the old guy, the guy that passed away, his relatives who want all the money and everything. It's fun. Number 6 is Genius. Genius about this kid named I don't know, Cody or something. It's the kid from Jurassic Park 3. And he creates an alternate identity, Chaz, because he's super smart. He's now going to college. He has a crush on a girl, and he wants to relate to them, so he creates an alternate identity to go to high school as well. It's fun. It's really fun. It's got Emmy Rossum in it. What can I say? Number 5 is Halloween Town. And Halloween Town, what can I say? I did a review on it. These 3 kids that find out they're part of a witch family, and they go to Halloween Town to help stop the bad thing. It's fun. Number 4 is Don't Look Under the Bed. Ever been afraid of the boogeyman? You will now. Frances is a teenager who sees a man named Larry, who she finds out is an imaginary friend. Now, her imaginary friend, but her brother Darwin's imaginary friend. And there's a boogeyman trying to ruin Frances's life. I think I already did a review on this, but I'm just telling you, if you haven't seen it, see it. It's a fantastic film. There's a decent twist in there. I recommend you see it. Number 3 is Smart House. Ryan Merriman is back. This is like his first time in here. They inherit a smart house. They win it in a contest. And when they think that all they need is this house because Ben has been taking care of them for so long, and after their mom died, but then his dad starts to have a thing for the person who made the house. So he decides to make the house more motherly, and that makes things even more chaotic. It's a fun romp. It's a fun film. Number 2 is Jumping Ship. Jumping Ship is a sequel to Horse Sense. Horse Sense, not really a big fan of it, but this one has all the action. It has all 3 Lawrence brothers. And what it is Michael and Tommy from Horse Sense are now back. And they're going on this vacation, but he gets his money stolen, and they end up being pirates coming after them. It's a fun little movie, action-packed, better than Horse Sense. Really recommend it. Number 1, of course, when you woke up this morning, did you say to yourself, today I'm going to talk, or today I'm going to skate? Number 1 is Brink. My favorite, the best Disney Channel original movie. What can I say? It's about this kid named Andy Brinker, and his dad had an accident at work where he's going to be out of a job. There's an opening on this skating team that skates for money, but Andy and his team only skate for fun. But his family needs the money. But the way he handles it, sneaking around and not telling anyone, doesn't do any favors for anyone. It's a fun little film. There's some funny stuff. Eric Von Ditten's in it. He's cool. And yeah, it's just fun. It's fun. I recommend it. Highly recommend it. Go watch this movie. So there it is. All 20, my top 20 favorite Disney Channel movies. So what are your thoughts on these? In the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty. See you in the next one.